I've got a question regarding once you have the armor on and how you do your scenes. So can you actually hear each other? Do you understand that you've delivered a line, or is it done like you do a voiceover after the fact? Like how do you get like a signal from the director?
I'm deaf as well, so I can't. Everything is even hard to read lips through the helmet, and I don't know how we did communicate. We just sign language, was it, or just? I would have to point to you. Your turn, my turn.
I mean, we do a lot of head nods, but I have, to my mentor, this is when I learned that I had to be a little bit more clear when I was in the helmet. I was sitting across from who at the time was just Apollo Creed to me, and he was giving me the calamari flan and baiting me into going to see the client. And I mean, I spent an hour looking at him, saying the lines, but and I don't get starstruck. I've been around all kinds of people, but this was different. This was Carl Weathers, and I'm sitting there, and I'm telling you right now, for a good hour of doing the shoot, I'm just like, and finally he goes, "Hey, Mando, any chance you could speak up for me?" And I just had to come clean. I was like, I gotta be honest, I don't get starstruck, but I've been sitting here for an hour going, Apollo Creed, Apollo Creed, Apollo Creed. And we laughed about it, and from that point on, you know, what you see on that screen is very much informed by the way Carl took me under his wing and taught me how to be a man in The Mandalorian, and it was incredible. So, yeah, there's some moments where you're like, what? But for the most part, I think it's pretty good. I've never had a problem. I think maybe M has with us, but it's been great because we're always bowing to her. So whether the sound carries up, I don't know.
We can usually hear okay, and
Usually.
there is, because we need that connection in the scenes. It wouldn't play the same, even though you can't see our lips move, it wouldn't play the same if we were sort of guessing what the other one was saying. It wouldn't have the right energy. There's still a timing to it, there's still a connection to it. And I have spent, my episode of the Book of Boba Fett, I spent 3 or 4 hours in an ADR session, which, if you don't know, is additional dialogue recording, and it's when you have to record stuff after you've already shot it, because they changed so many of the lines, which you can do when you can't see somebody's mouth moving. So if there is a sound that gets in the way and obscures it, or if they want to change how the story's being told in that scene, we do spend a lot of time in the studio as well.
We really need an Oscar for best performance under a helmet.
I like that. Yes.
I agree. You should hashtag that.
Is it more difficult to hear somebody in a Mandalorian helmet, or to hear the sound in this room right now with all the echo?
It depends on who's speaking, I think, in the helmet. Or if you're in the helmet, it depends on who's talking to you from outside. Because sometimes when you're in the helmet, someone who's not in the helmet can also be very quiet.
Thank you so much.